guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So actually, if you are only finding me today, I go by the name Tresia, but you can also call me Sia. It's actually easy and it's short, so I prefer that too. So actually, today we are going to talk about something very important. Actually, I'm going to talk about the most frequently asked questions that I have came across with, and I've been so holding it in. I didn't know how to start. So today I was like, okay, so let me just make this video. Probably if I get another person that's gonna ask me, then I'll just refer them to the video. And I think, yeah, that's a very great initiative for me and for the people that, yeah, frequently ask me these questions. So as I have said, I'm Tresia. I'm a registered nurse who is currently living and working in biltongs. I got this biltong from the South African shop in the Netherlands, dispense, and actually I don't really have a lot to say about them. Probably it's because I just expected a lot. Yeah, you know, coming from Namibia, reverse biltongs, I don't know, but yeah, it's better than nothing. They're nice. So as I've said, if you see anything wrong, don't mind me. I just woke up, but then because of the goodness of my heart, I'm joking, yeah, but then I'm doing this video from the bottom of my heart. Honestly, I really want to do it, and I hope after I do it, it probably help 1 or 2 people, or maybe 5 or 10 or 100 people. So let's dig in. So actually, as I've said, I'm an international registered nurse who came here with a lot of hard work. Actually, it put me through, I put in a lot of hard work for me to be here, and I work in a very good hospital that is internationally recognized. And I'm saying so because I've come across a lot of questions that people ask me. So do you work in a hospital, or do you work with old people, or yeah, all those sort of things. Yes, obviously I work with old people because it's in a hospital. It's a hospital for all age groups, but then it's a hospital, not an old age. And then the other question about this thing of me saying I work in a hospital is because I got that question that I just explained now. And then the other question most people ask me is, how do you work there? Do you work like as a normal nurse, like you used to work in your country, or you are just given like some sort of task like watching people and whatnot? Actually, here is luxus, if I'm to say that. Yeah, luxury, if I'm to say that, because I work within my scope of practice. You know, if you are from Namibia or South Africa, I think the way they work in private hospitals in Namibia and South Africa is the way our hospitals here are. So if I'm a registered nurse, I do the job that the registered nurse is supposed to do. And yeah, actually I work as a normal registered nurse. I don't do other things that people assume that when a nurse or a black nurse, sorry to say, that works abroad, they are probably just doing some stuff. Yeah, I work as a normal registered nurse, and I hope that clears up all the misunderstandings. Yeah, so today actually we are going to talk about, so I've said something very important, and please get your pens and papers and start writing. So the frequently asked questions, I'm not going to answer them one by one because that will like take up a lot of time, and I just feel like just answering, yeah, out of the blue is also okay. But then I'll also, yeah, pinpoint them somewhere there in the video. So the first and frequently question that I get is, how did I come to Germany? And yeah, 2 of them I already answered them, how I work and if I work in the hospital. So the most frequently asked question that I have in the first spot is how I got here, how I came to Germany. So actually for me, I came here because of a lot of hard work and courage and prayers. Actually, I came here with an agency called Talent Orange. Talent Orange is an agency that takes nurses from their respective countries to come work in Germany. And then I'm going to start, so please take your pens, as I've said. I'm going to start with Africa. If you are from Namibia, or you are from Kenya, or you are from Tunisia, please listen attentively. So actually, Talent Orange takes nurses, registered nurses from those 3 respective countries in Africa at the moment, and I hope with time they'll also start taking from other African countries as well. And yeah, as long as you have your bachelor's degree or your honors degree, yeah, or I think a university diploma, you can also apply with Talent Orange. So Talent Orange works like this: you apply with them, and then after you apply with them, you go through some interviews and some medical procedures and whatnot, like normal medical procedures for a person who's going abroad. And it's not only so by Talent Orange, but I have also seen it a lot of times, especially if you are like going to study abroad or you are going to work abroad and whatnot. So you go through interviews and that, and then after that you go through a selection process, and then they decide that okay, they are going to take Tresia or they are not going to take Tresia. And before I go ahead, please, this is not a paid advert or anything. I'm just telling you from the bottom of my heart, because I get this question a lot of times, and to a point where I'll probably get tired of like explaining the same thing over and over again. So actually I think it's good, because if I get asked the same question again, I'm just going to refer the video. I hope it will be helpful, and yeah, I think it will be helpful. So it's not a paid advert actually. Yeah, so you go through a selection process and then they select you. Actually they get a lot of applications per year or probably per month, which I'm not really sure of. So after the selection process, then they select you, and then they will tell you when you're supposed to start the language course. So the language course is one of the biggest challenges that come in your way. So if you are in Namibia, the language course it's only offered in Windhoek, and that is at the Goethe Institute. So that's where they teach you the language intensively for like 7 to 8 months or 6 to 7 months, it depends. And you have to attend the lessons every day from every weekday from 8 to 2, if I'm not wrong, or maybe they have changed. So you have to attend this language course. And it's also the same in Tunisia, it's also the same in Kenya. And in Kenya also you have to attend with the Goethe Institute. In Tunisia you will have to attend, I think, with EDAF, if I'm not wrong, or any internationally recognized institute that offers German classes. So with that language course, you are required at the end of the course to obtain a B2 level language certificate in German. And that is the only way you as a nurse can come to Germany. If you are already coming as a registered nurse who's already done studying, who is ready to come start work in Germany. So you need to have a B2 certificate, and there's no other way you can come here as a registered nurse without that certificate. So you don't really have to worry about the language course, because everything is paid by Talent Orange, and they will give you a monthly allowance of 300 euro, which I'm not sure at the moment if they probably changed, probably they decreased or increased, but I know you get a monthly allowance of 300 euro or so. And then all the classes, all the tuition fees are paid by them. And at the end of the course, when you write your B2 exams, and let me say you failed for the first time, then they will pay for you. Even if you failed second time, they will pay again. Third time, they will still pay for you. But then if you fail more than 3 times, then yeah, they will stop paying for you, and you'll be required to pay for each module on your own, whereby each module is like in Namibia is like 600 Namibian dollars. Or if you are South African and you are in Namibia, it's 600 South African rands. So yeah, that's basically it about the tuition and the classes. And the classes, you have teachers that comes, and yeah, so that one, yeah, I don't really have to go through deep in it. And the reason why I'm talking about failing is because I know learning German is not as easy as we might think. Or yeah, German is a very difficult language, and it's sometimes hard to obtain that B2 just in one. Okay, so since now I have like explained a little bit about Talent Orange, let's get into how you can apply to Talent Orange. How you can apply: you take your smartphone or your laptop or whatever you are using, and then you go on Instagram, and then you search in Talent Orange, and then a page that is written Talent Orange will come there. I know maybe there might be some other pages that might want to impersonate Talent Orange also. Just make sure that when you are going to search, you be careful about it. So it's Talent Orange, and it actually has a lot of followers. I think their followers are like 130k or something, or 113 the last time I checked. And you go in their bio, or actually before you apply, you can go in their page, just scroll through, and then check the reviews from people that are already there, and just the overall what the agency does. Because apart from nurses, they also take another group of people, which I'm going to talk about after I talk about the application. Because now if I go from application to nurses and then this other group of people, then the video is just going to be, I don't want you guys to get confused. So you go to Instagram, you search Talent Orange, you scan through their page, and then just familiarize yourself with everything. And then you go in their bio, there's a link there. So in the link, you click that link, and then you click the flag of your country, and then you fill in the form. Actually, everything from there is self-explanatory. So the other group of people that they take from Namibia are teachers that did lower primary to upper primary education. That one, phase actually. And as for the teachers, they are also required to obtain a B2 level certificate. But then for the teachers, it's sometimes of an advantage, because you can come here with a B1 certificate, and actually B1 certificate is a bit easier to obtain. So so the application, whether you are a teacher or a nurse, and the language course and everything is still the same process. And then after you get in, they will tell you the next steps from there. Okay, I think that's it with Talent Orange. So apart from Africa, Talent Orange also takes from Latin America, from Colombia, Chile, Brazil, a lot of countries in Latin America. And they also take from Asia, and they take from India. And I think from Asia, why am I saying Asia and India? And I think from Asia, they also take registered nurses, and they also take people that want to come study in Germany. So that one, I don't really have more information about it, if they also do that from other continents like Africa and in America. But then in Asia, I'm very much sure. So you just run to their Instagram page, and then you familiarize yourself with everything that goes on there. So before I go ahead, I just wanted to clarify something, that Talent Orange, especially in Namibia, they only take from 2 universities actually at the moment. They take from the University of Namibia, that is UNAM, and they also take from the International University of Management, and that is IUM. So they take nurses and teachers from there. So from other training institutions or the newly named Welwitschia University, they don't take from there, unfortunately, at the moment. But I really hope in future they'll start taking from there. But then, so if you are from Welwitschia, you also studied, you have a bachelor's degree, you are not left out, because I have seen Welwitschia also came up with almost the same thing that Talent Orange and UNAM and IUM are doing. It's also an agency whereby they take nurses from Welwitschia University, and they come work in Germany, I think in Hessing Clinic. And so That one, I do not really have a lot of information about it since I am from UNAM and I came as a UNAM student. I just urge you to go to Welwitschia University official page on Instagram. All the information is there. I have seen it, I think 2 months ago now. I've seen it there. So just quickly run to Welwitschia University page on Instagram and then you can apply from there. So another way you can come to Germany is through the au pair program. So an au pair is a person, and in most cases it's a girl from the age of 18 until 26. So that person comes from their specific country to Germany or any country in Europe, or it can be in USA, and you only come here and help with the children, actually, from toddlers until 6 years or so. I do not really have a lot of information about the age of the children that you are coming to help, but I know it's not the small babies. And so you can actually just search up on the internet which age group you are coming to help out with. And then when I say you're only coming to work with the children, it's not like you are doing everything for them. You are just actually helping them where the parents are unavailable or where the parents are probably doing something else, and then you'll be doing something else. And then extra from helping with the children, you help also with the household work, but then the light household work only. And then in exchange for that, you have a roof on top of your head, and then you have a monthly allowance, which I can call it like payment. And then you also have monthly pocket money, and you also have your host family. Actually, the people that you are helping with their children, they will enroll you in a language school. It can be online or face to face, and then they will pay for it. So in most cases you will get like 45 euro pocket money, but that is different from your normal salary. Normal salary is a lot of money, so that one I don't want to talk about it because it probably depends from family to family. But then apart from that, they are responsible for you. Let me say your visa is expired or so, they will be the ones that are responsible to make sure that you have a new visa, a new passport and all that. And then yeah, as I've said, they enroll you in a school whereby you'll be learning the language and whatnot, and yeah, they are the ones to pay for it actually. So you sign a contract, and then this au pair thing, in most cases it lasts for 1 year and some months or 2 years. So it just depends to the type of family or type of family that you got. So how do you come as an au pair? So from your respective country, you can search up on the internet, and but then you have to be careful because you have to know which agency is real and which one is not. I know the internet is so full of scammers and whatnot, but then if you are from Namibia, actually I know someone that has brought a lot of people here as au pairs, and they are actually prospering as we speak. And if you want the name or the number of the person, please, you should DM me on Instagram. So because I cannot share it here. I know she works with people, but yeah, I cannot share it with you, so you have to DM me on Instagram. And then again, if you are from Namibia and South Africa, there is a page on Instagram. It's called au pair. It has pink, the whole theme on the page is pink, so you can actually go to there and then apply through them. They are also legit. And then apart from that, you can still apply as a Namibian with an au pair agency called Trust Agency or something like that. I do not really know much about it, but I know someone who came with Trust Agency. And then they ask 6,000 Namibian dollars, or that is 6,500 Namibian dollars. And before I go ahead, I just want to say, also coming with an au pair, it's not free of charge though. You pay, like in Namibian dollars, you pay 6,000 Namibian dollars or 6.5 for you to get through the whole thing, because this 6,000 Namibian dollars will cover the language classes, because as an au pair, you are required to at least have the beginner level, which is A1, or at least intermediate level, which is A2 level in the German language. So apart from that, when you obtain your A2 or A1 level, then your host family and your agency, or the person that is bringing you here, will take it out from there. And then you apply for a visa. Your host family will help you do all those things. They will pay for your flight ticket, or they will pay half of your flight ticket. And sorry, sometimes when I'm speaking, the words just leave my mind. I don't know why. So yeah, before you go apply with the visa, the people at the embassy just wants to know that will you be able to go live in Germany at least for the first month before you start getting paid. So by that I mean you need to have at least maybe 4,000 Namibian dollars on your account, so that the people at the embassy will know that yes, you'll be able to live in Germany until you get paid. But then as an au pair, I know it's a regulation or a rule that is there that your account has to have money, but then when you are going to someone's house, you are also going to eat. So it's not like you just help with the household work and then not eat. So yeah, so that's basically it about the au pair program. So while I'm at the au pair program, you are in Germany yet. You came with the au pair. So after your years or your months of doing the au pair are done, then you can apply for anything that you actually want to do in Germany. In most cases, your host family might be of great help, and they might even help you apply. So in most cases, people that I know that came to Germany as au pair, they applied for nursing Ausbildung. Ausbildung is basically a structured vocational training in Germany, a structured vocational professional training in Germany, whereby you are trained for like 2 to 5 years, or not, sorry, 2 to 3 years, 2 to 3 years actually. And it also depends to the course that you are doing actually, because there is one that you only do a 1 year thing, but that one you are not studying to be a nurse, you are studying to be I forgot the word in English, but then yeah, that one you are not studying to be a nurse, like a registered nurse. But the one for 2.5 years to 3 years, then that one you are studying to be a registered nurse. And then it comprises of practical blocks and theoretical blocks. So it's like the normal study of studying at the university, but here it's not university, it's actually vocational training. And then after that, after you are done with your Ausbildung, then it's just so obvious that you get a job after, and you get to work here as a registered nurse also. That's actually, yeah. So I've realized that I've only spoken about coming here as a nurse from the 2 universities or the 3 universities that I've talked about, but then I've realized that some people might be locked out by that. So I was like, if you are really willing to come here, and you are also a nurse from whatever country you are from, whether you are from Namibia or yeah, just know that you are not locked away, you are not locked outside. So actually you shall seek, and you shall find, and ask, and it should be given to you. I know a lot of people that came here and they didn't come with agencies or whatsoever. They came on their own. Actually, 2 of my colleagues, one is from Angola, DRC, and the other one I think is from Zimbabwe or Zambia, but then they didn't come with agencies. I also know of a lot of people, international nurses that are also not from Africa, but they are also from other parts of the world, but then they also didn't come with agencies. So you as well can come here with or without an agency, as long as you search the information and then you make sure the information that you are using is the correct information, and you are not being scammed of anything. Actually, you will make it to. So another way you can come to Germany is as a student. So other ways of coming to Germany, apart from coming as an au pair or coming as a teacher or a nurse. I'm not really sure, and I don't want to provide information that I'm not sure of. So just because I just brought it up because some people really want to come to Germany, but they have no clue on how to go about it. But if I speak about it, then at least you will have an idea of what to do. So it doesn't mean that I am providing all the information, and all the information that I'm providing are legit or are confirmed. I know I did my research there by the nursing and Ausbildung. That one I'm really much sure of. But then other ways you can come here, it's up to you how you are going to go about it. But then I just want to give you a small idea. So you can come here as a student. You can come study in Germany, which sometimes do not even require you to have the language certificate. But then it will be hard for you for your daily life, because most German is the medium of communication in this country, and your daily life might be affected if you don't even know how to say hi, how are you doing, or good day, or something like that. And then while I'm at coming as a student, if you are a university student, you can go to your student relations at your university, and then you ask for any exchange programs that are available. You can find an exchange program that has to do with Germany or has to do with any other countries in Europe, because those are the only ones that I know most of the time. They do student exchange programs. And then you come here as a student, you start learning the language, and then at the same time you are studying for whatever degree that you are studying. And then at the end of the program, you choose if you want to stay in that country or if you don't want to stay, because I've heard in most cases they are asked if they want to stay or not. And that's actually it. So at the universities, these things are normally given to people who are like well informed, or maybe students that are very smart. But then in most cases it doesn't have to be how smart the person is or so. You just have to be well informed. If you know that our campus or our university offers student exchange programs, then if you ask, sometimes, yeah, as it says, ask and it shall be given to you. So just ask and you might find the information, and that might be your, yeah. Another way of coming to Germany, this one is very funny, but it's a joke. Yeah, another way of coming to Germany is you can get married. Anyways, bye guys. That was a joke.